I'm not the best pre-game shit talker. I take more of the Jake the Snake Roberts approach, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? But I did see a couple little things that made me think. You know what I mean? So I plugged it in there. I'll do something to help the whole brand thing out.
Oh yeah, Jake Roberts, master of cutting promos. But speaking of wrestling, I noticed you had a little Photoshop with a member of the Road Warriors there. Are you a big wrestling guy? Is that something you wanted to incorporate in there?
Oh man, who's not? Around our generation.
It seemed like you were having fun with the Conor McGregor situation around then, like where I think you tweeted out, "Oh, has Conor McGregor ever fallen off a 20-foot ladder? Has he ever taken a spit punch from the Brahma Bull or attempted to see?"
Yeah, and I wish that the world was a better place where nobody replied, "Do you know wrestling is fake?" But unfortunately, the world is a terrible place, and there was about 10 replies like, "You know wrestling's fake, right?"
And the thing is, it's that same kind of dude who would be crying about Paul Walker dying and R.I.P. Paul Walker, but they'll be that dude is my bro. I totally watched the Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah, right. It was. I mean, it's the thing. I'll be honest with you. When I read the comment, it pops up, new comment, and I see that. That's like, and I go, I wrestle with myself because I'm like, do I respond? Do I sarcastically respond? Do I drop an emoji just laughing and make him wonder why I'm laughing? What do I do? Because I'm just like, don't do anything. Do I tag? It's weird, real fucking weird, because I'm like, this dude really took what I said serious. So there was about 6 or 7 of them. Yeah, except Conor fights for real. And I'm just like, all right. I guess.
Yeah, the best is when someone does that in person. Because, I'm a wrestling guy, too, so if someone, chirps it when I'm in person, I just totally act like it's, the biggest revelation. I'm like, what? It's fake?
Oh, dude,
You mean The Undertaker wasn't undefeated for X amount of years?
Are you serious? Why don't you go see him in Death Valley and tell him that to his face? You know what I mean? And it's funny because, dude, first of all, my son is wild into wrestling. I take him. I don't want to be on some soapbox these dudes actually are underappreciated, but they're they are not fucking Joe Schmo from the gym. I guess unless you were Ultimate Warrior. They have wrestling ability the whole 9, right? They know what they're doing. The world is aware that wrestling is fucking scripted. You are not exposing anything in 2016. You know what I'm saying? And not to, I don't want to go into some fucking soapbox about to appreciate wrestling because that just sounds real gay. But I'm just saying, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
No, I totally get what you mean, man. It's something I enjoy and I respect it too. But at the same time, you kind of just have to roll with those kind of people. If you can't appreciate it for what it is, then it's just clearly not for you. Harry Potter's more on that Tony Schiavone level, and Lord of the Rings is more of a Jim Ross. Is that what you're saying?
Tony Schiavone, bro. He was the ultimate Sting supporter, bro. That's another one. Sting to me was always wild average. He was just meh. You know what I mean? And then he did the whole coming from the rafters shit, and I was like, ooh, this is plagiarizing. This isn't even getting it. This is the Crow plagiarized.
You weren't a fan of
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't understand how you could just do that and not. I guess the only thing that was different is he had a baseball bat, but yeah, no, I wasn't a big Sting dude.
Yeah, that dude jacked a bunch of gimmicks throughout his career. Later on when he was in TNA, I'm pretty sure he was angling with that whole Heath Ledger Joker kind of thing, and it's you're just all about the gimmick and
oh my God, what is wrong? And he was never good on the mic either. He was so I guess that helped him because he didn't have to speak a lot, but he was also not I don't know, man. I was never. I mean, his in-ring skills were cool, but the only thing I thought was decent was I guess, I don't know, that period of WCW though was some of the illest shit ever to exist, bro. And with me, like the GOAT, but the all-time GOAT to me is Undertaker, bro. But I can't front. At that point in time, WCW was just more interesting to me, man. For those like 2 years.
100%. That was right. Yeah, that was right during the before like the Monday Night Wars were like really, really rolling. That was back when Vince McMahon was still doing that like cartoony 80s kind of booking style, and he didn't want to relent on that.
Yeah.
WCW doing different shit.
Well, I remember it's real weird because I actually, like my dad, when I was a buck, he had the cheater box. Like he knew somebody who had a chip, like for the fucking free pay-per-view or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch all the wrestling pay-per-views. I certainly didn't watch all the WCW ones. I remember just being in the house, fucking one day bored, a kid, flipped on. It was like Bash at the Beach. And I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it. There's nothing else on. And that's when Hogan turned.
No way.
Like, what the fuck am I seeing, bro? Like, what am I actually witnessing? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember he came down, and I'm like, oh, I remember, who doesn't remember Hogan? He's about to kick some ass. Da-da-da-da. And then dude drops the leg on Savage, and I was just like,
I know.
I remember as a kid being like, wait a minute, bro. And they were throwing, like, hurling shit in the ring at him.
Trash upon trash.
Eric Bischoff, Bischoff deserves a medal for that shit, bro. Like,
everyone was perfect in that, man. Like, Gene Okerlund's there in the ring acting all, like, disgusted and kind of, like, turning his nose up at Hulk Hogan.
Right.
How could you associate with
he's like, yeah, he's like, he's basically like, how do you feel about being a terrible human being? Like, his questions are, like, already guiding him. Like, it was just weird, like. And I just remember Hogan, Gene, all you people out here could shove it. And I was like, what the fuck? I remember, like, it was one of those, it was like, some people, I guess, from the baby boomer generation or whatever, remember seeing Lee Harvey get shot or whatever the fuck. I don't know, I'm probably fucking up with everybody who shot everybody. Somebody shot Kennedy and somebody shot him. I remember that. Like, and I know it's fake, obviously. I'm not going to, like, I wasn't like, oh, Hogan actually turned into a bad person. Interesting to read up, though, that Hogan actually is a terrible person. Like, he is an awful person. Other wrestlers hate him. Like, he's like single-handedly crippled careers, just by being like a douche and a dick.
That was like a crazy turn. I always try to explain that to people who aren't necessarily wrestling fans. They should get across the magnitude, because like Hogan was like the white meat babyface, like the cleanest of good guys back in the day. It's like it's like if you woke up on Christmas morning and instead of gifts, Santa just left a picture of him like flipping you off, and then like he shit in your stocking or something like that.
It was rough because they try to turn Stone Cold bad, but like, or good. Like there's like Stone Cold had played both sides of the fence and was good at both. So you're gonna love him either way. Same with The Rock. Undertaker, same thing. Like like you said, Hogan was good for so many fucking years. The dude was like the Patriot. Not the wrestler, the Patriot. Good little name.
No, I know what you mean.
But he was like, he was that dude, and then all of a sudden he was a scumbag, and they did it so fucking well. They put him around good company. Yeah, man.